Hello, everybody. Let me get situated here. I know that several of you were dialing in via the Uber conference. So I am reloading everything here. Just a moment, bear with me. The Uber conference line allows you to dial in via the number that I gave you so that you could listen to the conference if you weren't able, or this session if you weren't able to connect via Google Hangout, the link that I share with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I value your time and I know you came here to get some juicy nuggets. So, hey, let me go ahead and get started. I am Nisi Black, and I am so grateful and appreciative that you have joined me on this session. I'm going to be your trainer for today and share some good information for you about self-confidence, the art of self-confidence, actually, what that looks like, right? Sometimes we have a tendency to shy away from things that we're not familiar with. Sometimes we have the tendency to back away from opportunities that will really propel us into the next level of our life because we're not quite where we are or where we need to be when it comes to our confidence level. And let me tell you something about confidence. There are so many different levels to it, so many different stages to it. It's like an onion trying to peel back the layers. You have confidence in this area of your life because it's known, you have experience in it, you're familiar with it. And then in this other area of your life, maybe it's your job or your career, that you may not have the exact same level of confidence. Does that make sense? So I'm getting a quick tag here. I'm going to go ahead and reconnect for the Uber conference. So let me go ahead and try and reload this. Okay, so that should be good. So let me continue. For those of you that don't know me, that I gave an invitation to participate, I am Nisi Black, lifestyle and career coach. My focus is helping women build their self-esteem, become self-aware in their gifts, in their talents, and to live the lifestyle that they desire, right? And all of that stems from knowing who you are and understanding how you can use your talents to make your life better, to improve in the areas that you want, right? So when I put this session together for the art of building your self-confidence, I wanted to focus on three specific areas: your self-awareness, your mindset, your mind clarity, and actions that you can take to align yourself with your purpose. So if you are wondering whether or not you're in the right spot, let me share this. If you have struggled a little bit in the area of self-confidence, if you have shied away from the spotlight, if you have spent your life in the background cheering everybody else on and not really stepping into what you want for your life, there might be a little bit of a confidence issue. Have you doubted your ability to perform? I have. And I want to share something with you about myself personally. I've had the opportunity to do a lot of different things. I had a really great career in corporate America, and I advanced through the ranks, starting from the ground level up. There were different positions in that company that were considered male-dominated areas, right? I was a phone man, a phone technician. Yes, and I loved the job. But what struck me about that position is it wasn't really what you knew, it was your confidence in performing the job. because you can get the answers. If you know where to get the answers and know how to connect with people, you can find the answers to what you need. But your level of confidence is what's going to keep you open to the possibilities. It's going to keep you acting and moving forward in what it is that you want. So this position that I applied for, a technician, service technician, was a predominantly male area. And I was a little nervous, right? Because I'd worked at the phone company for a long time, but this was a different area of the company. And I knew that I'd have to step up my game. You know, I have to do my job correctly because people's service was on the line. So I had this instance when I went out to make a repair to this guy's phone line. And yes, it was a guy called in, was having some trouble with his service. So when I get out there, I could have been intimidated because this overbearing of his size and everything. And I'm announcing who I am, that I'm here to fix your service. And he looked at me with that look like, no, they didn't send you. What you gonna do? You're just a little female, you know? But I stuck my chest out. I held my head high. And even though I was still new doing that position, I felt confident in my training and in my skills. And I knew that I had people that I could call. So I kindly let this gentleman know that I was here to fix his service, right? And that he could have a seat in his home. And when I'm done, I'll come let him know. So I go out back, I got my ladder, I'm going down the alley, throw my ladder up on the pole, and he's watching me. He's watching me from the window to see what I was gonna do. I could have let that shake me. I could have let that shake me. And it's kind of like life, you know? You're out there doing your thing, you're a little bit unsure, a little bit unsteady, and people are watching. People are watching how you live your life, the things you say, the things you do. You're stepping out, and you're thinking to yourself, I don't want to fail with all these eyes on me. I want to do it right with all of these eyes on me. I want to be an example to others to show them that they can. So long story short, I fixed the guy's service. He was elated, gave me a compliment, and sent me on my way. But that really boosted my confidence that even when the pressure was on and the stress was on, that I could do the job. Yeah, I had to make a couple of phone calls to say, okay, this looks like this. What do I do? And they walked me through it. But let me tell you something. The opportunity was there for me to learn, or for me to look at my talents and my skills and say, I can do this, and not call somebody to do it for me. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to share with you the 3 areas that I believe is really going to affect and boost your level of confidence. Again, they are self-awareness, right? Your mental clarity, and then setting the actions in motion so that you can achieve what it is that you want, right? So let's talk about the first things. There are many different areas and many different levels of confidence. Okay, so the first part is assessing where you are in your level of confidence. If you spend time thinking that I can't, then most likely your actions are going to reflect that. Opportunities come so that we can grow and we can learn and we can stretch ourselves. So when we look at our tendencies to shy away from challenges, we look at our behaviors and what we're doing and whether or not we can move forward because of our behavior and our position that we can't. We self-sabotage ourselves, and we are our own roadblocks when it comes to moving forward. So being aware of what your tendency is will make the difference in your ability to push past what's comfortable for you and stretch yourself and move to that next level. So when you're talking about self-awareness, it is exactly that. It's being aware of who you are, being aware of your talents, being aware of your character, your skills. It's looking at yourself stripped down and naked to see exactly exactly where it is that you stand, right? Exactly what it is that your abilities are, and how you would respond. So let me give you an example. I like serving, and I like serving in the background. I have a tendency to avoid the spotlight sometimes. And that's okay, because I'm good supporting and making sure things run properly and making sure stuff happens on time. I'm good at that. But I had an opportunity to speak at a graduation commencement. And the first thing that hit my mind was, that's going to be a stretch. Because I am self aware, I knew that that opportunity was a great one, that I did not want to let it pass me by. So I used that awareness to go ahead and raise my hand and say, yes, I'll do this commencement. I will be there. I will get it done. And it was a great experience for me. But knowing what your tendencies are and your abilities are will help you address any hesitation. And where you would normally go back into your comfort zone, you will push past that doubt or that fear so that you can make it to the next level. Does that make sense? So I know you're probably wondering, well, what can I do now to help increase my confidence? And I'm going to tell you how you can act on that a little bit later. But let me go ahead to my second point. That's mind clarity. Your mindset clarity. There are so many things that distract us from what we want to do, from what we say we want to do. Distractions, whether it's family or friends or Facebook or whatever the case may be. There's so much going on that clutters our mind, and our mind is congested, so we can't see clearly what it is that we should be doing. Okay, we say we want to, grow, but we've got all of these thoughts and ideas and distractions in our head. Sometimes we should just stop, take a moment, do a brain dump, do a mind dump. Take all of those thoughts and ideas and put them on paper. Journaling is a good way to do that, to clear your mind and get all of those thoughts and ideas and stuff on paper so that you can look at them, decide what is going to be worth your time based on where you want to go and what is not. It helps you relieve those distractions, get your mindset in the position that you want so that you can start creating some things, and you can get clear about the direction that you want to go and get clear about what it is that you want to do. That's what mind clarity is about. So once you've assessed your behaviors, your tendencies, and all of that, clear your mind. Get free of the chatter. Get free of the distractions. If you need to meditate, meditate. If it's prayer for you, then pray. But find a way to clear your mind and dump all of the stuff, all the chatter, get it on paper, look at it, and decipher through it. Does that make sense? So that brings me to step 3, aligning your actions with what it is that you want, the direction that you want to go. That is critically important because action is the catalyst that propels you into achieving your goals, right? I'm going to give you an example from my own personal experience. I I sometimes used to, I'm not going to say sometimes anymore because I push through it now, but I had a really good career, and it got to the point where I was unsettled about going to work because I felt life had more for me. I wanted more for my life. I wanted to make a greater impact. I spent a lot of years with the company, and I wanted more. How many of you understand that burning in your gut that says, I want to do something greater than what I'm doing? Yes, I had a good career, had a good living, but surely this is not all there is to life, right? I was at that point, and I didn't want to give up, the good pay because the money was good. I didn't want to give up the good lifestyle that I had been accustomed to living. And so I would sit in my car on my lunch break and I'd cry and I'd pray. And how come me, Lord? And I don't know what to do, Lord, and blah, 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 blah. I was just in that space. And so I'd pray and then I'd get this relief and get a sense of what I needed to do. But I didn't do it. I said, well, Lord, so show me a sign. Or how about I just sit over here, Lord, and you just fix it for me. You just fix what it is that I need to do and the direction that I need to go. So I was giving the Lord the responsibility of taking care of the things that I needed to do. I needed to be in action. Me, myself, I needed to do some stuff. So I understood that waiting on the Lord doesn't mean sitting down on your gifts or your talents and just doing nothing. Waiting is an action word. It's an action word. So while I am praying, I need to be in action based on the revelation that he gives me on the inside. So that is just my personal experience of aligning my actions with my prayers and with my instincts of what I should be doing, creating my goals, creating my plan, and then doing something about it. Have you heard the quote or the saying that says, dreams don't work unless you do? Yeah, it's true. You can dream as much as you want. You can think about things as much as you want, but until you sit down and create a plan of action and start executing, it's just a dream. It doesn't happen. Your action brings your dreams into fruition. That's how you get from point A to point B to point C into your destiny, into your purpose. So becoming self-aware of your tendencies, stripping down and understanding what your tendencies are, not shying away from opportunities, and understanding that that's your tendency so you can counteract that no that's going around in your head, or that I can't that's going on in your heart. You can counteract that. Clear your mind, create your plan of action, and then move. And then move in the direction that you want to. So those are the three things that I consider the art of self-confidence, of building and stepping and progressing through your different levels of confidence until you are at the point where you don't even have the tendency to shy away from an opportunity any longer. It comes naturally to you to say yes when an opportunity presents itself. You look for opportunities to shine. You are no longer comfortable sitting on the sidelines, watching and cheering everybody else on, because you're front and center on your platform of life. You have taken the stage and you're ready to make stuff happen. You're not taking no for an answer. If the door, you're knocking on the door and it's not open, you'll create your own door because you got the confidence that you can do it. That is my message to you. Don't allow your limiting thinking. Don't allow your tendency to shy away from greatness. Don't allow anything outside of yourself to tell you that you can't be great. You don't need anyone's permission to be great. You have everything that you need to excel from level to level to level. Already within you. It's just a matter of activating it, executing it, standing bold and confident in your desires, and then creating the action that's going to get you there. So I would love to open it up for questions and answers. I'm looking at the Uber conference line. And I see no questions. Let me check the chat room. Is this been good? Is this been good? I want you to share with me any of your aha moments, any of the things that came to mind, what your tendencies are. If you don't want to ask any questions on this line, you can connect with me in my Facebook group. We have a Facebook community called Align Your Life. Align Your Life, life with a Y. Why? Because we're moving and we're shaking and we're doing and we're supporting each other. That's right. So connect with me there and ask your question there. But it doesn't end here. It does not end here, because I have a gift that I want to share with you that will help you get on your path to creating a plan of action around your dream or your purpose. It's my 4 steps to achieving anything that you want in your life, that you want in your career, that you want in your relationships, whatever it is. If it's something that you want, create a plan of action to get there. So my gift to you is my e-workbook, 4 steps to achieving anything that you want. And you can get that by going to my website. It's right in the lower corner of my screen here. Go to my website at NisiBlack.com and add your information there. And once you confirm, you'll be connecting with me. And once you confirm, you'll get the download for that e-workbook. It will walk you through steps to identify your goal, steps to create your action plan, ideas for execution of your action plan, and then progressing and stepping through your goals and being consistent in what it is that you want to achieve. So I want you to connect with me there so that you can get that gift and start aligning all of your dreams, all of your interests, all of your purpose, ideas, everything with your actions. Put everything in action. So again, let me take a look here. I don't see any questions. Let me check one more place. Technology is a bugger, isn't it? Does anyone on the conference line have a question for me?
Hi, Nisi.
Yes, who's calling?
Hi, this is Rosalind Drayton. How are you?
I am doing well, Rosalind. How are you, darling?
Doing great.
What
I
question?
didn't have a question. I wanted to give her a comment.
Okay, well, absolutely. I'd love a comment. Please share. You have the floor, Rosalind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. You hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, I have 2 technologies going.
Well, that's okay. Well, I appreciate you joining me. You said you had a comment or a question.
Yes, Miss Nisi, I just want to say I really enjoyed it. Okay, awesome. I'm Rosalind. I'm on the phone with South Carolina. And I just
There's kind of a delay, I think, between the actual Google web view and the Uber conference line. So
okay. That's okay. Now I'm able to work. I just wanted to tell you that I really can you hear me okay?
yes, I can hear you fine. Go right ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed her event tonight. I'm glad I got on and she inspired me. She talked about going into the workforce to review as a business home.
Yes. Mm.
And the theater is kind of like a real job, like a music tech, and
Oh.
a company. And it was something I had done before.
Yes.
And here, I forgot all about that. We just talked about our conversation and how you have to like do something out of the comfort zone to, you know, get something different.
That's true.
So the staff and her self-awareness, you know, jumping into opportunities, you know, don't shy away from something cool.
Right.
A little more strength, you know, to move forward.
Absolutely. Well, I am certainly glad that you shared that with me. Thank you so much.
Sure, you're welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and you're smart.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else that have a question or a comment that they'd like to share? We have just a couple minutes before the session is over, and I want to honor your time because I appreciate you joining, and I don't want to hold you over. So if you don't have any additional questions, remember to connect with me and our Facebook community at Align Your Life. Just go up to the top of your Facebook bar, type in Align Your Life, Life with a Y, and join our group, our community, so that you can continue to grow. I share bits of information, additional training and resources that can help you grow in your confidence and in life in general. So that's what I'm all about. And don't forget to go to my website at www.nisiblack.com and opt in and connect with me so that you can download my e-workbook, 4 Steps to Achieving Anything That You Want. So I appreciate you joining me tonight, and I look forward to connecting with all of you in the future and sharing some additional information because watch out, you'll be seeing a lot more of me. So I'll check you and connect with you on Facebook. You guys have an awesome evening, and thank you for joining.